The broadcast is now starting. All attendees are in listen-only mode.
Hello, hello, everybody. How are you doing tonight? Well, it's night for me. Where are you guys all from? Can you hear me clearly? Please just give me a quick one. And I already saw some people telling where they are from, but just drop it in the chat so we can kind of have a nice warm up here. Ian, I think it is, says, I can hear you very good. I see a whole bunch of ones. South Carolina, nice, nice. Caroline, Austin, Texas, nice. Camping in New York, camping in a tent. Right, UK, that's a little bit close to me. I'm in the Netherlands right now. Mark Toronto, welcome. I see Denver, Las Vegas, Israel, cool. Sussex, UK, Orlando, Florida, where it's always sunny unless there's a tornado. Finland, all right. Our host for tonight is from Finland as well, though he's not there. Brisbane, I lived there for a while. That's very cool. All right, so what we're doing is we're going to give it a few minutes so everybody can get online. The ticker is going up pretty fast still, so that's pretty cool. We have a good full house today, so that's really good. And we are going to talk about Pixelmodo business strategy. So I hope you guys are definitely ready for that. Oh, David from Rio de Janeiro, nice. I've been there not too long ago, actually, for Brazilian Carnival. India, nice. Partha, welcome, welcome. Munich. Wie geht's met dir? Chris from Dover. Stephanie, please just open a support ticket. I'm 100% sure people will help you out very quickly there. Robert from Calgary, Alberta. Nice, welcome, Robert. Stephanie, just drop a ticket ID in the chat. I'm sure one of the guys helping out in the chat will have a look for you. Cloudy Orlando. It's not sunny Orlando. Okay. Well, that happens. Actually, it was very sunny here today in the Netherlands, but it just started with a lot of rain and thunderstorms here. Jim from Louisiana, right, awesome. I'm just gonna give it another minute or so more. The ticker is slowing down, but still going up a little bit. Somebody forgot to pay the sunshine bill. Yeah, that happens every now and then. Have you guys gotten the time yet to play around with Pixelmodo? It's a really easy tool. I suck at doing designs and stuff like that, but Pixelmodo really makes it a lot easier, even for guys like me. Love it, says Gary. Great, awesome. All right, guys, I think it's about 5 minutes up, so let's get started. I think we're gonna have an awesome session today. And like I mentioned before, today's session is about Pixelmodo business strategy. And Neil Napier is going to teach you how to use Pixelmodo, your investment, and actually run with it. So yeah, let's get started. Your host of today is the CEO of Kyvio, a man who cares more about y'all's success than his wife is comfortable with. And I know this because I've seen it. He spends a lot of time talking to a lot of people one-on-one, getting the feedback from all the different businesses, understanding those businesses, and just generally giving a shit ton of value in the Facebook groups and on webinars like this one, and in various video courses he has as well. He started out on working on Upwork, as a copywriter actually many years ago, and he actually managed to build a multi-million-dollar business a year company in just a few years, which is very impressive. He absolutely loves to teach and help others make a difference in their life and their goals with everything they want to accomplish. He is currently live with us from the beautiful Venice, Italy. So please give it up for your host, Neil Napier. Neil, take it away.
Hey, Stephen, thank you very, very much. So before I go further, and thanks for the claps there, Gary, before I go further, just give me a 7 if you can hear me all right. Just type 7 in the chat box, and I know that we are good to go. Perfect, perfect. Lots of 7s coming in, lots of 7s. Wow. I think that's almost, it adds up to 469 altogether, if I'm doing my math right. But that's good. That's awesome. So I want to make a few things clear. And Stephen, thank you for that introduction. I want to make a few things clear today. I have paid a lot of money to get really good internet at my hotel today. So I hope it doesn't crash. If it does, I'm really, really sorry. I'll make up for it if it happens, but hopefully it shouldn't. The second thing is this is not a support webinar. I am going to show you Pixelmodo. I am going to show you how to use it in your business. Most importantly, I want to show you how to build a design agency if that is something you're interested in, or even if it's something you want to do on the side. So that's my key focus today. If you have any support questions, support issues, we do have a very active support team available to help. If you get stuck, let us know, and Nicholas or Damien can drop in a support link email for you, and you can just contact us there. We can make sure that your questions get answered. But like I said, today is all about you. Today is all about showing you how to take what you have and make money with it. So I am going to be talking about making money because, funnily enough, when I asked you this question, so anyone who purchased, I mailed a question a couple of days ago, and I asked you, why did you get Pixelmodo? What do you do in your business at the moment? And do you want to use Pixelmodo to make money? About 70% of you said you do, which was to me quite a high number, because when I looked at Pixelmodo, when I talked to Dan and Sam about it, I thought, great, it's a design tool so people can create designs for their business. And a lot of you want to do that. 75% of you said actually that you want to use Pixelmodo to create designs for your social media or for your blog. And that's awesome. That's fantastic. But what really amazed me even more is that many of you are looking at Pixelmodo's potential as a side income stream. So that's something I will be talking about today. So do focus on that as well. I am going to take questions at the end of this call because I've got a lot of things to share with you, and I want to make sure I don't take a break while I'm doing all that. I talk quite fast, but I will try and slow down in parts where it is very, very important. We will send out a replay, but only to those people that stick around for the webinar, right? So we're not going to send out a replay to everyone. Maybe, depends if they ask for it. I might have to send it, of course, but I want to make sure that today on this call, you get maximum value. So my first goal today is to show you how to enhance the power of designs using Pixelmodo. It's a great, great design tool, like Steven said, and I know for a fact he cannot design at all, and he likes it. But there's much more you can do with it, and I'll show you all of that today. We do have tutorials in the members area. I'll point out them as well, but I still want to show you right now how to use it. Then I'll show you how to build a simple website to sell these designs. That is, again, if you want to make money with it. And as I said, 70% of you want to. So 7 in 10 people, and we have a lot of people, want to make money with Pixelmodo, and I'll show you how to do that. The third thing is I'm going to show you how to power up with free ready-made traffic and sell your designs for $25 to $500 per design and more. So I'm going to show you how to do all of this today. And by the way, I know all of this because I interviewed someone who has $1 million recurring design agency. So these are not numbers or facts or figures that I'm just coming up with because I thought it was a good idea. This is something I interviewed him about, and he is making a lot of money. He's running a very successful business selling designs. Now, while I don't think most of you will get to that $1 million recurring mark, I think it's pretty good if I can help you get up to a certain level. And my goal is 5,000. My goal today is when you leave this call, in the next few months, I want you to be at $5,000 a month stage if you want to use Pixelmodo for that. So on this webinar, you will get all the steps you need to make this work for you. My one quick question is it okay if I try and make it easier at the end by offering extra value? Is it okay if I offer you something that might make your path to success faster? Because you can implement everything I'll show you today and be successful. But I want to make it even easier for you if you choose to. If you're not, that is perfectly fine. But I hope, as a marketer, if I give you something that will make your life easier, you don't hate me for it. That's my job. That's what I do. Right? It's like hating the doctor to say because he saved your life. That is his job. That is what he's supposed to do. Right? Now, let's move forward. Give me a quick yes or no in the chat box if that's okay. Certainly, it's understood. Yes, of course. great. No, if it's a no, that is perfectly fine. Like I said, this webinar might not be a fit for you. Not everything I do is a fit for everyone, and then it just can't be. It just cannot be. Not everyone lives the same way I do. Not everyone has the same values that I do. So it is perfectly fine. Okay. Nick says it is okay if you don't ramble and get to the point. Nick, that might be a tough one. I do ramble, and I'm so sorry for this. English isn't my first language, so sometimes I have to construct sentences as I go along, and that does mean that I ramble. So I'm really, really sorry if I do. Okay, so stay until the end because I'll give you some cool scripts. Oh, I was going to, but you know what? Stay until the end. I'm going to give you some cool scripts that you can use to build your own design agency. So try and stick with me for a bit. Now, in case you don't know who I am, I can't introduce everyone today because not everyone's on the call. Dan's with us in support and he's answering your questions. Sam's busy creating new designs and working on the software, putting those designs in for you. So if you don't know who I am, my name is Neil Napier. I've been working, as Steven said, for quite a while building a multi-million-dollar company. It's been sweat, blood, and tears. Luckily, not a lot of blood, so that's been an easy ride. But it has taken me quite some time. And the way I got started was by working on places like Fiverr and Upwork. I remember back in 2010, I was working in a very comfortable job. In fact, I got a little bit too comfortable. I was a software developer, and I was staying in the UK at that time. And when it came to renew my visa, UK suddenly changed the rules. So the UK government said that you have to make £30,000 in a year to be able to live there. And I was only making 24. So I had to make £6,000 in the next 8 months to be able to live there. Do you know what happened? I failed. I mean, I tried, but I failed. I started by getting simple writing jobs on Upwork. I went to Fiverr and I would write content articles for people for $5 an article for like, a couple of hundred words. And I was happy because I was getting paid, but it still wasn't enough at the end of the day. And it was a big blow to me. But I did realize that people out there are making a lot of money with Fiverr and Upwork. And I'll show you how they're doing it. But again, that's not our goal here. Our goal is bigger than Fiverr and Upwork. But that's a good way that I got started. And look where I am now after all this time. And I've helped a lot of people through the years as well. So that's me, third from right. I love scuba diving. This is a picture about a couple of years ago with my wife and some of our friends. We were training for scuba diving. Around the same time, a few months later, I proposed to her. I live in Finland, by the way. I know we have a few customers here from Finland as well. So after that scuba diving event, which was really thrilling, I proposed to her. We got married, and actually we're expecting a baby soon. I'm really excited about that. And right now, I was building this presentation this morning. I was finishing it up. And right now, just today, I've spent all day outside in Venice. I have to tell you, if you think I've been working hard all day, I have not. I wish I had. I wish I had more time to work on this presentation and just prepare some additional things for you. But I've been out, I've been taking pictures, getting crushed by other tourists, and do everything I can to absorb this beautiful city. Because I've been here at an event. I don't know if you recognize these people, but I'll just tell you what they do. Ron Douglas is a Kindle publisher. He has sold over 1 million books. Joey DeSena is a really big marketer in Italy, and that's where I am right now. And that's a gondola in Venice, of course. That on the left is Rich Sheffrin. He is my idol. He's the first person that I looked up to when I started working online. Amazing mind, really amazing mind. And on the right is Brad Gosh. What on his head, it looks a little bit like a bird's nest, but it's not. It's actually his hair. But he's a really cool guy, really funny guy. And I've been spending all this time with them, trying to absorb as much value as I can. And now here I am giving value back to you, to my customers. But the thing is, I didn't get here by accident. By here, I don't mean Italy. I didn't get to the position that I am in today by accident. I had to work for it, like I said. I had to be smart about it. And building a design agency business is no different. When I talked to that guy, Russ Perry, and I'll show you his website in a little bit, when they reached to $1 million in recurring revenue, it wasn't something he did overnight. It took them 17 months to get there. And even then, he had hustled and he had hit up all his contacts and he had built up an agency that he was really proud of. And of course, I was making him a lot of money. And my job is to show you that today. So this is how believe it or not, agencies to start. So when I asked him, Russ, how did you get started? His story was surprisingly same as mine. I mean, he wasn't tight for money. He was okay with money, but he started on Fiverr. So he said that he had some basic design skills. This is back in 2011. And he would go to Fiverr and offer logos and graphics and banners and Facebook images, whatever, for $5 a piece. That's how he got started. And you realized while working with them, the people would pay so much more if you are consistent with your work. If you go over and if you offer more value, people will pay more. So he realized that. And I've seen a lot of design businesses, even to this day, they use Fiverr. They use Fiverr posts like these just to get their first client or just to continue getting clients, and then they work on converting them into recurring clients. And I'll show you that formula in a little bit as well. So my point is that I used to think, I mean, so this was my story, right? 2010, I work on Fiverr and I work on Upwork. And then 2013, 14, 15, I became a marketer who now I looked at Fiverr as like a really bad place. I thought there's no way I'm ever going to do anything there. That was my arrogance, because I thought I'm over Fiverr now, like I'm never going back to that, right? Those were the bad days in my life and I couldn't make the kind of money I wanted. But those days are never going to come again. The thing is, I realized, I mean, not that I have gone back to Fiverr, but I realized that I have so much respect for people who are working there, because I thought Fiverr was the end. I thought Fiverr was the last place you go to offer work because you can't find work anywhere else. But it's actually the beginning. Places like Fiverr and Upwork will help you get your shoe in through the door. Places like Fiverr and Upwork will help you build a portfolio, work with clients, build rapport, and help you build a network, which is so valuable. And there are people selling premium services there too. So they're not just people who are peddling graphic designs for $5. There are people who are selling premium logos, premium banners, recurring stuff as well for 1,000, 1,500, and even more in some cases, 3,500. And these are people, these are not organizations, these are people with a few friends perhaps, right? My goal today, if that interests you, is to show you how to go from $5 to $100 services, how to go from rather $5 to $100 services, all the way to $370 per month kind of clients. How to go from those one-time clients that you can maybe get for a little bit of design work for $5, $100, and how to take them to $370 a month or more. That's my goal here. Now, if you're thinking, Neil, I'm too wise for Fiverr, I'm too good for Upwork, I'm never going to do that crap. Number one, I felt that way too, I changed my mind. Number two, you don't have to do it. Even to this day, we utilize Fiverr and Upwork, and that's just so we can bring clients into our business. My team goes to Upwork, my team goes to Fiverr, and we look for clients who want to get their landing pages built. And they're like, hey, I want a landing page built in ClickFunnels. And we're like, oh, hold on a second. How about instead of ClickFunnels, we let you use this instead, Kyvio, right? Because that's our core solution. And that's how we get them into our own business. So those are exact strategies that I'll be sharing with you today as well. But like I said, the key thing is that you use this Fiverr and Upwork and all these little resources as a stepping stone to build recurring business with clients that are happy to pay you month after month. So that's Russ's website, Design Pickle. You can go to Google afterward, not now, please. You can go to Google afterwards and look for Design Pickle. They sell services for $370 a month or $995 a month per user. Right? There are other companies as well. I don't know what their actual figures are, but market is so big. There's another one called Design Hill where they do unlimited design requests, unlimited revisions, unlimited brands. They don't even do all kinds of graphics. Many of them don't do logos. Many of them don't do infographics. Right? So again, I don't have all the numbers, but these companies are charging so much money for simple little designs. And check this out, one active request at a time, right? It's quite interesting. Like, I really studied their model when I was interviewing Russ. They do one active request at a time, so one active design at a time, and that design usually takes between a day or two. So really all they're giving to their client is between 15 to maybe 20 designs a month for $349 a month. Even at 20 designs, that's about $15, $17 a month, $17 per design. That's pretty good, right? It's obviously 3 times of what Fiverr is. So again, that's our goal. Our goal isn't to end on Fiverr, it's to start on Fiverr, it's to give clients at one time, deliver them a little bit of value and upsell them into a recurring business. All right, so let me also ask you this question. And I know some of you are thinking, Neil, okay, I'm sold on this concept, but I don't want to do any design work because I have another business I'm coaching, I'm training other people, I got kids, and I can't do this. What if there was a team of designers making designs for you, and your only job is to build a website like, let me find it. Your only job is to build a website like this and keep 100% of the money. What if that's all you had to do? Well, I think you can't see that actually, which is terrible. It's still stuck on the presentation. So technical glitch. Let me see what I can do about that. I think I had that. I thought I had that figured out, but clearly not. This is going to be interesting. All right, I'm just going to open it up outside of my virtual machine. Right. Here we go. So this is the kind of design agency website I expect everyone to have. If you don't have one of those, you're doing something wrong. Okay, so that's the kind of standard boilerplate website that you need to be able to convincingly sell designs for $299, $300, $399 a month. I mean, look at the ones I showed you, right? So I'm just going to go back to these ones. They look pretty cool. I mean, sure, I think we could do a lot better. You know, I think they could do a lot better in some of the designs, but they look all right. And that's our goal. That's our long-term goal. Now, just to give you a disclaimer here, because I want to be clear about this, I will walk you through a specific system that I'm now using myself, like I said, with, you know, to bring funnel clients, and it's bringing me consistently great results. But my results are not typical, and there's a good chance that you will not get the same results. I just want to be clear about this. I'm showing you a system, I'm showing you an opportunity that you can execute in your own time, or we can help you, but it might not get you the kind of results that it's getting me, and that's just because I have much more experience coming in. For now, I have a bigger network coming in. Some of you might be bigger than I am. I just don't know it. So I'm happy to show you exactly what is working for me right now for free. And as I said before early on, this is not for everyone. I'm not for everyone, and that's okay. So if you didn't get Pixelmodo already, which is unlikely because that's the only way you got the invite, you will struggle a lot to build designs fast. You just will. I mean, the one testimonial that we keep getting again and again and again from everyone who writes to us says, I couldn't believe it could be so fast. Right? I'm not going to make any jokes on that because I know I can, but I'm not going to make any jokes. So a lot of people said I couldn't believe I could make designs so quickly. Then, if you don't want to sell any services, which by the way are completely done for you, then you will not find value here. If you just want me to do a demo, I will. Don't worry, I will demo Pixelmodo for you. I will show you how it works. I'll walk through the technicalities, but I want to go beyond that because that's something that is already there. That's something you can go through the tutorials, you can watch all of it, and you can watch it a few times. You can use the tool. It's quite fun. But I want to go beyond that because I'm a marketer. I can teach you systems. I can give you tips and not just demo a software, right? And if you're not looking to learn and implement something new, this session might not be right for you. I mean, and again, I just want to be transparent about this. If you've got a really healthy business where you're making $20,000, $30,000 a month and you don't have to do a lot more, you don't want to do a lot more, if that's your goal, perfect. You're in a good place. This session might not be right for you. But if you're one of those people that have struggled to make the first $1,000 or have made it, but it took you 12 months because not everything was clear, then this session might be good for you. Okay, so who's this session actually for? This will suit you if you want to use Pixelmodo to max out your results. It will suit you if you have purchased tools like Pixelmodo, maybe for hint, video building, and you struggle to generate money with that. You want to, but you struggle to generate money with that. So then it's a good session. And if you trust me to show you what $1 million companies are doing out there, if you can put that little bit of trust in me for the next hour or more. It's actually going to be more, just so you know, because I do overspend. Like Nick said, I ramble, right? So I am going to spend a lot more time on this than you probably planned for. So if you trust me to give you value today, then this session is for you. With that being said, let's go into the 3-step blueprint to building or to build your own design agency. If I wasn't out in the sun today, I could have written better. But let me know. Give me a big, massive yes if you want me to walk you through the 3-step blueprint to building your own design agency. All right, lots of yeses coming in. I should have asked for 7s again. That tends to be more fun. Okay, let's do it. Perfect. Yes, yes, yes. Excellent. Yes, 7. All right. Good, good. Okay, so I think all of you are ready. Let's move. Step number 1. You're already a winner, by the way, because you've already done step number 1. I can just skip past it and you'll be okay, but I won't. So step number 1 is using Pixelmodo to create your inspiring designs. As I said before, Pixelmodo is a great tool, and the one reason most people like it is because it is easy to use. And that's something when they come in, they're like, I didn't expect that it's going to be so easy. It's just so nice. And that's true. And now I'm going to ramble for a bit more because I need to get my logins to Pixelmodo. So I hope that's okay. But jokes aside, I know for a fact that a lot of people are already using Pixelmodo to create designs. I was talking to Dan earlier about this, and I asked Dan, if you have any stats on how many designs have been created with Pixelmodo. He said, we do. I can't give you the precise number, but last I checked, which was a couple of days ago, we had over 1,000 designs already created with Pixelmodo. That is created and downloaded, by the way. Not just created and saved, but created and downloaded. And I assume that if someone downloads it, either they're looking for a quick way to test the tool, or they're actually going to post it somewhere. So 1,000's pretty good. Mind you, 10 of those have come from me. So I know that everyone who's using the tool is loving it. So let me just unpause the screen. Okay, I want to walk you through Pixelmodo. I want to show you what it looks like on the inside, how to use it, how can you get the best results out of it. Now, the simplest way, and let me just make sure that you can see the screen. I think you can now. Perfect. The simplest way to use Pixelmodo is to use one of the templates to build your design. There might be people here who have got the main unlimited offer, which gives you like 1,000 plus templates, designs rather. There are a few other people that got the pro version, gives you more, and then there are those that bought the Done For You Club, and that gives you even more. Congratulations. Using templates is the shortest way to build new stuff. For me personally, I build a lot of Facebook posts. I write a lot on Facebook. I mean, if you are in Kyvio community, for example, I'm always there talking to people. I'm always there posting updates and whatnot. So to me, it is really, really helpful if I have templates to go with, because like Steven, I'm not that design oriented. My color connections are bad, right? I can't think like a designer does. We've got a really, really good designer who's in the Philippines. He is amazing. I've been working with him for the last 4 years. He's like my little brother. I brought him up through the ranks inside of our company. But even to this day, when he tries to teach me something, I just draw blank. I just say, I'm not interested. So for me, having these kind of templates really, really helps. So if I was building, for example, a new kind of graphic, I would just pick up one of these templates. I could start with blank, of course, as well. But the easiest way is to pick up one of these templates. And let me just close all these other windows. Okay, it would be to pick up one of these templates and edit it as I wanted, right? So if I go for this text, for example, if I want to change something in this text, if I want to move it around, I can do that too. If I want to say, understand the basics of Pixelmodo instead, I can do that as well, right? So it is really easy to just go in, pick up one of the templates that's available, substitute some of the things, just make it your own. Give it a little bit of your own flair. Maybe you want to brand all these templates with your own logo, right? Maybe you just want to upload a new image. You go here, you upload a new image. Say I could put Kyvio here, and I can just move this around, but it's too big, so let's make it smaller. There you go. Now this image that I can save and download is branded to me. So let's save as new. And once it's done, I can download it as a PNG, as a JPEG. I think there are a couple other formats. Eventually, because a lot of people have asked, there's also going to be the option to download a 300 dpi file, which don't ask me what it means, but I know it's a very, very big file, which you use on like, real life posters and banners and whatnot. So if you wanted to download it, just click here. You can download a JPEG, a PNG, a double-sized JPEG, a double-sized PNG. No idea what they are, but I'm guessing they're double-sized, right? So they're big. So you can download all that. You can also download and background-based PNG. So if you want to use the PNG somewhere else, you don't want any other kind of backgrounds on it, white, cream-colored, whatever, you can use one of these. But designing all this is easy. So say once you were done with this and you wanted to go back in and change a few things. You go back to icons and you say, okay, instead of adding that, I'm going to delete this one. Well, not that one, but let's just move this for a second. There. If you wanted to use a different background, you could do that too. So I could say, okay, I don't like this particular background because it's all really one big background. So I'm just going to pick, say, this one instead, right? So it becomes really easy to change the backgrounds as quickly as soon as you want. And honestly, this one's not that good for this kind of picture. So I'm going to go for something which is even lighter. There you go. So I think you can already tell by me doing this that I'm not very good at design, right? So really, to begin with, I shouldn't have messed with anything. I should have just used what was originally available, and I should just run with it. So let's go ahead and get there. I'm just going to click undo a few times, and let's run with this because this is good enough. Because I'm not a designer myself. I don't trust myself to create beautiful design. So I use Pixelmodo, and I use all the templates that are available in the system. Of course, if you have a little bit more flair than I do, you can already do a great job at customizing these things. But that's me. There are a few other features here, and I'm going to try and walk you through some of them, but not all of them might be relevant. So I don't want to spend too much time on this. But one of the key things that this platform has is texts and codes, right? So let's say if I didn't want this one, I wanted to put something inspiring, something which is, customizable. So say to talk about, these are of course crayons. Let's see if crayons brings anything. Okay, there is one, but it is a little bit too big. Well, actually, it was quite cool. Let's go back up and let's pick this one. Okay, there we go. Now suddenly this is a fun little code, right? I can select all this text and I can raise the font size as well. There we go. And now we're ready to post this on social media, on Facebook, because that's what we chose, right? So let's say if I want to paste this on Facebook and I'm happy with it, I'll just save and I'll download and everything. But I'm thinking, this is pretty cool, but I want to also build something else. So I want to resize the canvas, and instead of just the Facebook image, I want to, let's say, build a header. I want to build a header for a YouTube channel, right? So I pick that option, and of course the sizes are completely different. So you can see if I think about this, it's too big for YouTube cover, right? So I'm just going to select all the text, and I'm going to bring down the font to really, really small size. There. And I'm going to drag and drop this right over here, right? Let's just preview this if I can. I'm just going to move this here, and I'm going to drag and drop Kyvio here as well, which again, like I said, is too big. So let's save this. Save new. Okay, that's then I'm just going to down and see what it looks like. If the thing that I expected would be good. Right, I can see already these are the sizes that they recommend. So I'm just download. Okay, and I wonder if it made my position. So this is already, I think this is still Facebook size, but if I want to reposition, if I want to change something rather, I can just pick dimension and I can resize this, and you can see the whole canvas resized instantly, right? I think this must be bigger now. Let's go ahead and make it bigger. Oh, it's too big. Okay, let's move this up, and let this down, and let's raise this a little bit. So this is how easy it becomes to change things. If I want to change the background, again, I go here and I pick a different one. Maybe I don't like any of these images. I can, of course, search for a different one. There are 2.5 million images available to search through, but maybe I just want to go for a pattern because, you know, why not? It's simpler, right? I think this one might be a little bit better. If I raise the size a little bit more. Okay, so this is how easy essentially it is to build your own designs. You don't need to be a designer to do that. You don't need to be a designer to construct each and every image that is available here. You can upload, you can put your own text, you can put in icons and images, you can put in shapes if you want to, and you can resize them. So let's say if I was to click here, and this would fall in here. Let's go ahead and put this down here, and let's resize this a little bit as well. There you go. I can do that too. I can undo changes, or if I undo and then I want to redo them back, I can do that too. There's layering available. So if I click here, I can move layer back, I can move layer forward. So, you know, if you have a lot of layers on a graphic, you can essentially customize it better, right? You also have the toggle grid functionality. So I think, let me pick a different kind of background. I'll just go for this. Nope, something clear. Oh, let me pick this one. Oh, now it's stuck. But what I can do is essentially, let me go back and toggle it. I'm impatient. Okay, I don't know if you can see it, but there's some lines here, right? So that gives me an idea of where I need to place. So this is now much better. This is now much better in terms of where the text placement should be. So I can use the toggle tool that if I wanted to share it, I can click on share. I can share with my Facebook friends in a Facebook group somewhere else. I can share this with my team members if I have any team members added to the app. And again, that depends on what kind of level you have access to, right? If I go back to the library, let's leave the editor. Once the designs are done, once the designs are saved, they're automatically saved there for you. If you saw, I didn't save the last one, right? So once the designs are done, they're automatically saved. You can move them into different folders. If you have access to, you can also create subfolders, which is really easy when you're working with clients, right? And remember, that's what this call is all about. If you're working with clients, it's really easy to manage all of this. All right. Just to check, is the sound still breaking up? Just give me a yes if sound is okay, no if sound is not good. Let me know. No, sound is not good. Yes, says John. Nope, nope. Nicholas or Dan, can you just jump in quickly and tell me if the sound is in fact breaking up? I can maybe stand still. That might help.
It seems to be working okay here, Neil.
Okay, I will try and go a little bit slow, but as I said, I apologize. I did pay a lot of money for this, but can't really trust Italians. I'm joking, they're good people. Okay, so another feature that I really like, really like in Pixelmodo is, I used to have it. Let me see if I can go into here and show you this. Let's just make sure you can see the screen as well. I think you can. So let's go back in here. Oh yeah, we have all the training here, by the way. If you missed something, if I do a bad job of explaining a feature, you can go through that. But the thing that I really like, let's go to Google and let's search for gelato images, because I've been eating a lot of ice cream here, don't judge me. So I'm going to find gelato images and I'm going to say, okay, this one's pretty cool. Let's open the image in a new tab. Add small. I don't really want small images. In fact, I'm going to make sure that I can reuse the images, and I will make sure that maybe the images are right, because I don't really want tiny images that I can't edit. So if I go for this one, let's find something with a bit more transparent background. Okay, let's go for this. Let's open this up in, this is too big. Let me try medium size. That's just for the sake of speed, because I want to make sure my audio doesn't crack up if I try and load this up. So let's say this one. Okay, I'm going to open this image in a new tab so I can see it. Okay, I think I know what Google's trying to do here. Let's see if I go here. Let's open image in a new tab now. Still the same. Google's kind of weird with this. Let's open link in a new tab and I will find this gelato if it's the last thing I eat. Okay, so this is the one. If I wanted to, I mean, this has a right kind of rights to use, right? So I'm just going to, and I'm going to open the image with Pixelmodo. So this is the extension that comes with Pixelmodo, and it allows you to essentially open up an image or any text, whatever you find, and edit it in real time inside of Pixelmodo. Okay. Again, it's loading a little bit slowly. I hope my audio is okay because, you know, when the computer's doing its thing, it can break up the audio. So let's see which one goes first. Or Dan, if you can, is there any chance you can demonstrate the Chrome editor part and anything else I missed with Pixelmodo? Because I think if my connection is going to be slow with demo, it's not fun.
Yeah, absolutely. Can you hear me okay? I'm
Yes,
happy to
I
jump
can.
in. Let me just close down a few screens because
Sure.
So just bear with me, Neil, and a few jokes while I.
Of course.
I'm going to close down.
I can definitely do that. I mean, you just talked about closing down screens, so I think I can make a few jokes about that. But I'm going to pass it over to you whenever you're ready, and we can, you know, essentially what I want to do here, people, is excite you by the possibilities that you have with Pixelmodo that you don't get with any other tool. You've got access to 2.5 million images. You've got access to 1 million different codes. You can write in any language you want to. So we accept any kind of RTL, LTR language, both work. You can put in your own images, your own icons, everything you want to do. That's how straightforward the tool is. All right, cool. By the way, I'm seeing all these retargeting ads from Skyscanner because I'm searching for flights to Amsterdam. Yay! More traveling. And whenever you're ready.
Yeah, it's it up now. Hang on one second.
No worries, no worries.
I'm not really sure how to switch the view, but
I can send it over to you, so that's you can leave that up to me.
All right, cool. So let's look for some good Italian ice cream, aka gelato. All right, cool.
Yes.
Let's go with that. I'm actually paleo myself, so unfortunately I haven't had ice cream in ages. But my little girl, she's 14, she's got an Instagram account all about baking, and she did something really wicked, really wicked good on the weekend. So I kind of succumbed, and it looks like this. Can you see my screen then?
No, not yet. So let me send it over to you, and then if you accept it, then you can share with everyone.
Oh, right. Okay, cool. So yeah, share my screen. Okay, you should be able to see it now. Can you?
Perfect. I see great gelato.
Right, so you can see the green, the white, and the brown.
Pistachio, vanilla, and chocolate. I know my ice creams.
Yeah. Okay. Cool. So guys, what we do is we open it like that, and indeed, my connection here is a little bit faster than Neil's. I'm actually in the UK in Watford, just outside my office, so it's all good. It's pretty fast, and yeah. So we are now inside the editor, and then what we can do now is so rather than have to save and then sort of manipulate and then drag the image inside, and that takes a long time, and it's just really clunky because it never loads to where that we want it to be. So what we do is literally it's one push button and then you're inside the editor, and then this is where the magic happens. So you can go into text and quotes, and is there going to be something about ice cream, do you think? I'm not sure, but let's try anyway. So ice cream, or maybe
I
just
mean, ice cream
ice.
makes me happy, so if you want to put something about happiness there, I'm okay with that.
Happiness is good. Happiness is good. And I believe that's the way you spell it. It's not the like that Will Smith
Will Smith
movie.
movie. No, it's not. It's happiness is good. Yes.
Right. So let's go for this one here. It's a little bit it's a bit bigger than I would have liked. Let me just make it a bit smaller. But what we can do is we can make it sort of nice and colorful as well. Let me just kind of bring it down a little bit on the size, and we can sort of resize it a little bit. This is one heck of a quote. This. Let me just go for something else. Actually, let me get rid of this, and I'll go with something a bit small, if I can. Let me just kind of take down my size of my skin a little bit, so I can get to all the other beautiful happiness ones. Okay, that's a bit better, and I'm just going to make it big again. And so your fate is never determined when your massive imagination. Right, cool. All right, so let's make it sort of nice and red, and maybe put a little bit of a few sort of logos inside, which I haven't actually got here in front of me. But what we can do is maybe add a couple of shapes. Or one thing that really works well for me, Neil, is Pinterest. We do a lot of money in our e-commerce, so we can go with icons and images, and possibly go with a little Pinterest thing here. So that the way that I work with Pinterest is I just post a lot of these every day. We've got a sort of a plastics alternative store as well, which I'm not going to bring up. But what we do is we have a whole bunch of kind of images very similar to these. So I work with Pixelmodo as well, and we post them on Pinterest. And then because we have this little icon there, what people do is they actually pin it to their websites, and that drives a ton of viral traffic. Okay, so that's something else you could do with images. And we have a couple of fan pages, and we post it on Instagram as well. So that's what we do with Pixelmodo, is we drive tons of traffic to e-commerce and affiliate marketing. And what I do with affiliate marketing personally is I have something like 800 videos on YouTube, and they all have pretty kind of colorful and stunning thumbnails. And that's what I do. I use Pixelmodo to get my thumbnails, and then when people see the thumbnails, they click on them, and that drives a lot of traffic to my video, and that gets me sales as an affiliate marketer. So we really use the full spectrum of this graphics software to generate sales and of course drive traffic. So it's really got a lot of potential, Neil. And so I'm not sure if the gelato has kind of really brought it to life.
I think it's made a lot of people happy, I'll tell you that, and maybe tempted as well.
Made me salivate a little bit, but yeah. So hopefully, that kind of that does kind of bring it a bit to life. And there's a whole range of other things that we can do. But I think the Chrome extension is really powerful, because that really the imagination. So what we do, Neil, maybe I'll do a little kind of tutorial about this. And guys, this is for you as well. So you're not allowed actually to use these images, but what you want to do is you want to go into tools and then go to usage rights and go for labeled for reuse, and then everything here is game. Okay, so everything here is copyright free. So look at that. Is that the Big Ben, or is that the Empire State Building? I'm not sure, but you get you get these sort of stunning images that are in the public domain, and you can actually go ahead and use it with Pixelmodo, and then you can use it on Pinterest. And sorry, that's probably my connection sort of going here. What I should probably do is maybe close some of these down, but because I think both of us on the system going live is probably exactly a sort of a recipe for issues. But that just gives me a very sort of wide spectrum of things to choose from. So if I with say affiliate marketing, and I go for so anything for label for reuse, and that gives me a lot of things I can go after, or for graphics, And again, that really sits nicely. So all of these are in the public domain. I mean, some of these are a little bit obtuse, but if you know what it is you're looking for, like for example, infographics, say marketing, or say infographics about social media, you know, so all of these are, we're able to use them in the public domain, and that's what we do in order to drive traffic, and that's what you guys can also do if you so wish. I mean, you can just, the other thing, of course, you can do is go into Pixelmodo, and you can, as Neil said, just use one of the millions of backgrounds that we have. So you can see I've been a busy boy. I've been sort of running tutorials and all sorts. I love this one here. This is one I use in the tutorials, but that comes from a pre-made template of this beautiful girl here, Cyber Monday skincare sales, and you know, sort of having a really good play with it. I've already had my little Pinterest button here, so we've gone viral with this one, and you know, you can play with the opacity, and you can run a number of filters. So you can add a color overlay, and you can darken and lighten the picture. So look at that, she looks more kind of clear in here. And what I love doing is also I love blurring it like that, so you can see the text, but you get this kind of quite tantalizing blur in the background. I don't know what you think about that, Neil, but I just find it quite stunning. To, you know, it's a picture that people really, you know, they really kind of give it a second look, and then you can saturate it, so you can make it a little bit kind of eye-catching, and play around with the hues as well to make it look a bit surreal. And you know, you can make it bright and dark, and you can sort of contrast it to kind of make it look non-worldly, so that people really look and they want to share, and they want to talk about it with their friends. And this stuff is perfect for social media. And imagine the sort of possibilities you can have with the extension as well, in as much as you can go out and get any number of, it's either millions of these images that we have here, the millions of quotes, all the various filters, but then you can draw from the internet and find these non-copyrighted images and really go to town on getting some strong viral images that people are going to click through. They're going to want to learn more. They're going to, you know, as an affiliate marketer, this is an absolute godsend. So that's what I do with the software. You know, it's become a pretty much a staple within my business. I can go into YouTube. I'm not sure if I've sort of gone beyond my allotted time here, but it's just a lot of stuff that we do with this.
No, absolutely. I think if I can just snag that back from you and share my screen again. And again, I do apologize if there is a little bit of breaking in my voice, but I'll try and slowly. The thing is, everything Dan has showed you are things that I used to be scared of doing with design tools. So when he, for the first time, showed me this tool, I had to get it. And I said to Dan and Sam, let's bring it to the public, bring it to everyone. And Dan, it was kind of funny, but watching you show that tool, I was like, are you trying to tell me this tool again? Because I felt like I had to buy it. To get this feeling of happiness knowing that, yes, after this call, when I'm done and I need to make a Facebook post in our group, I don't need to wake up my designer and say, hey, I need a new image. I can just do it myself in a couple of minutes. So that's what Pixelmodo is all. Pixelmodo is all about making your life simpler. And like I said, there are so many other things that can be done with it. There are 29 different design types that you can create with it, which is far more than any design tool that's come close. And it might sound like I'm trying to sell it, but you already have it, right? So use it. That's my point. And if you didn't, can you give me a 1 or a 0? So give me a 1 if you joined the Pixelmodo design, or 0 if you did not. Give me a 1 if you did, 0 if you didn't. It's okay. I mean, either way is fine. I want to know. So it's binary 1 or 0. So it's about 50-50. I designed from scratch, says Giselle. Giselle, I know you're probably the most creative person that I know, you know, in our Kyvio group, so that's awesome. Good. Okay. A lot of people, and Christine says, yes, was good to play around. That's good. So if you, let me see, I lost my, yep. If you join the design club, or even if you didn't join the design club, regardless, I do have something for you at the end, right? So with what I'm going to show you, you have the possibility to get all your future designs done for you. And I'll explain that in a little bit more detail when we get to it. So that's step 1. quick question before I go on to step number 2. Is that clear? I mean, do you kind of have a better understanding what Pixelmodo does? And if you do, and if you haven't opened it yet, do you promise me you're going to use Pixelmodo as soon as we're done with this call? Let me know. Yes, 100% clear. 1, 7, yes, says Gail as well. Greg, Buster Boy, perfect. Good, good, good. Promise, says Keith. That is Keith. Perfect, excellent. Good, that was my goal with step number 1, making sure that you paid your money. Now you get your money's worth. Now you can see how to use this to the best of your advantage. Now let's move on to step number 2. Step number 2 is building a website to showcase your design agency business. I fully appreciate and I completely understand that most of you have your own business and you're fully involved in that, and that's all you want to do. That's great. I mean, more power to you. I feel the same way. But there might be people amongst you that could use more clients. You know, if you're offering a service, there might be people amongst you, if you're offering a product, you want to get more customers for that. And if you want that, you can set that up as a business by using the design agency angle, right? So step 2 is all about building branding for yourself. And this is important. Whenever you want to sell something, the first thing you need is a website. Whenever you want to make an offer, people say, okay, what's the link? You can't just say, hey, here's my PayPal link. I mean, you can, but it doesn't look very professional. So what you need is a website. You need something that is clean, obviously. You know, if you're selling design-based services and your page looks messy, it's not going to work. You need something that shows all your designs, or as many as possible, and generally your portfolio, right? And again, if you're thinking, Neil, but I haven't got a portfolio yet, you actually do. We give you a ready-made portfolio. We give you 1,000+ designs. We give you 2,900 designs a month if you got the club membership as well. That's your portfolio because you can already deliver those designs, right? So we give you all of that. We give you something that brands you. Or rather, I mean, what you need in a website is something that brands you, something that is very unique to you, you know, your unique edge, your unique spin, and something that ranks you high as well. Because design agencies work organically as well. Initially, if you want to build a design business and a design agency business, and if you want to make money with it, you will have to hustle. I'm going to show you how to hustle easily. That's my job, but your job is to hustle. We both have to play our roles. But eventually, you want to be ranked in Google as well. You want to make sure that you can get sales from many other places. So again, going back to Design Pickle, that's a design agency business. In the first 17 months, they got to $1 million in recurring revenue. And they charged between $370 and $995. And you know what? I used them. I used their services. I wasn't that impressed. I really wasn't that impressed. And I interviewed that guy. He recommended, Neil, you should really use our service. And I said, I will. Thank you very much. Can I get a discount? And he said, no. I said, that's okay. I'll buy it. I bought it. A month and a half later, I had to cancel it because the designs were okay, but they were just too slow to communicate with. So the communication was really bad, so we said no. We didn't try any other services, but you can see there are many other options available there. So how do you build yours? Well, this is how we did it. And let me make sure that I can show you this. So we built for some of our other students, and this is from past life. When I say past life, I'm talking about a year or so ago. We did a product launch called Social Portfolio. I mean, again, years ago, where we gave people a website with which they can sell social media services. We followed that up with Design Portfolio. So we know how to build these kind of design portfolios. And this is actually pretty cool, right? So if I just refresh this once, so I can show you the latest version. There we go. There we go. I think I might be running through this. If I am, I apologize. But I just want to show you some of these things. Let me just move my GoToWebinar over. Perfect. I think you can see this. So this is typically what a design agency business website should look like. It should be colorful. It should be clear. And I mean, it should be editable. You should be able to go in and change the prices if you want. You should be able to go and edit and adapt things very quickly. Right? That's the goal. Now, you can build your own. This is something we built in Kyvio. This is something that we use our own tool for. I asked my team to do it, and they came back with this. And by the way, no one who designed this was a designer. No one. The people who designed this are my support staff, and I asked them to build this, and they built this for me, for my other students, who wanted an upgrade from their past life into this new kind of website, more modern, mobile responsive website. That one wasn't even mobile responsive. But my point is that you need to be clear in your message. We design your business. This is as clear as you can get. If you want to build something like this, there are options. So what I recommend is going to, do you use WordPress, by the way? Raise your hand, or rather give me a 0 if you use WordPress. Giselle says it looks very clean and classy. Yep, clean and classy. Okay, a lot of you use WordPress. I use WordPress for my blogs, and that's it. But if you wanted to build an entire portfolio website, you go to ThemeForest, and I'm just going to jump in here for a second and just type in graphic design portfolio. Just press enter, and it'll bring up 532 or so websites, which is pretty cool. I mean, some of them I know are beautiful. They are beautiful. But the thing is, it's a WordPress website. You have to download it, you have to install it, you have to maintain it, upkeep it, those sorts of things. But if WordPress is your flavor of choice, by all means, get a portfolio going, because you need that. You need to be able to present your services. When you talk to someone at a convention, when you meet someone, a business owner perhaps, and they say, what do? You say, oh, I build designs for other businesses. Cool. What's your website? I don't have it yet. My designer is working on it. That's not going to work. That is not a good excuse. So if you want to do this, seriously, you need a design portfolio. You need a design website. You need something that lets you start. All right, which theme? I don't know. There's so many, right? If I started looking, I won't be done till we end this call. So many different themes available. But like I said, I like to keep things simple. This is how we designed it for our students, for our customers. Okay, I'm gonna head back to the presentation, and I think I'll mute Dan as well. Just give me a second. Perfect. Sorry, Dan, I'll mute you. Okay, great. So that's how we do it. Everyone's different. Everyone's unique. If, like I said, WordPress is your flavor of choice, go for that. There are some beautiful themes out there. As long as you can maintain it month after month, as long as you are willing to bring in all the different plugins to do different things, great. It'll give you good results. But build something. Build it. Because if you followed me in step number 1, me and Dan, then you already have really good designs to offer to businesses. But you can't offer them and sell them if you don't have a website. What you can do, though, is you can go to step number 3, which is using Fiverr and Upwork for lead gen. And you can automate this as well, by the way, as I'll show you. So when it comes to Fiverr, I showed you this earlier. There are tons of different service providers available. They are doing different kind of designs, different kind of prices, and that works. It really does work, which is why they're there. They wouldn't be there if there was no money to be made. Fiverr would be empty, it would be zero if there was no money to be made. But people are there because they know that they can get paid for the designs that they do. People know that they can take a day, a couple of days, a week, and come with a really cool design, and the client pays them $5, $50, $100. What you need to do is build your own Fiverr asset. What you need to do is build your own, some kind of Fiverr profile that lets you stand out, that lets you show yourself as a strong design service provider. And again, that's the lead-in. Remember what I said earlier, Fiverr is the beginning, it's not the end. Just because you're selling something on Fiverr doesn't mean you're devaluing your work. All you're doing is you are selling it at a price where it doesn't hurt you and it doesn't hurt your client as well. If I was in your shoes, and remember you have over 1,000 different designs. If I was in your shoes, I would be on Fiverr saying, I've got 1,000 pre-done designs for $5, $5. You give me the text that you want, you pick the designs that you want, and I'm going to customize those designs and send them over to you. All you're doing basically for them is they give you the text that they want in the designs. You're just going into Pixelmodo, You're just replacing the text that currently exists with their text, downloading it, sending it to them, and you're done. For $5. If you give this to a virtual assistant, it will take them less than 5 minutes to do this. I think that's a pretty good ROI. But what you have done by doing this is you have made a friend. You have got a new client who just paid you $5. If they're happy with the work, they'll come back again. But what you need to do is what people have been doing to me. So don't do what I used to do. Instead, do what others have been doing to me. So when I buy a service, and I can't show you the message here right now, but when I buy a service, they say, hey, Neil, you know, your service is, I'm just working on it. I'm just going through the specifics. It's almost ready. What if I also add this to this? Would you like it? What if I also give you this extra thing? Would you like it? And most of the time, I think, yes, I would like it. I think that would be fantastic. So they deliver that as well, and I pay them extra. We agree, of course, beforehand. In fact, you might be thinking, why recommending Fiverr here still? Thing is, I'm only dropping the idea because there's free traffic available for you. There are people out there with money in their hands saying, hey, I'm going to pay you for the service. Here's my money. So that's easy sales. That's easy for through. But there are Fiverr alternatives as well. Just like there are other traffic sources as well. You want to be on Upwork. You want to be on pay per hour, I think it's called. You want to be on different websites where you can meet new clients. It's online networking, basically. You are delivering a little bit of value for a little bit of money, but your goal is to deliver a lot of value up front and then bring them into your network so they will pay you more for when they need you. Right? We posted on Upwork, and like you saw on Pixelmodo sales page, people were charging $4,000 for 29 designs, which is ridiculous. I mean, that is just really, really high money. But do you think if you reached out to me and you said, Neil, I'll do it for you for $1,000, would I have paid you or not? I would have paid you because everyone's charging 4 times. So you can do your own research and spread your wings and go to many different places. And here's the cool part. Let's say you work with a client. You do a little bit of work for them. You do work for them for like $5 or $25, and you're like, hey, you know, I've got this design agency and I want to, you know, I can do 30 days of social media graphics for you, YouTube thumbnails, Facebook post images, as well as maybe post images. I can do all these 3 for you for 30 days. It's going to cost you $299 a month, right? This way you don't have to pay me $5 every time for when you need things. They'd be like, oh no, it sounds interesting, but I'm not there yet. Right? And I've heard that too. I mean, that's what hurts me the most when I try and upsell something, and you do that to me as well, right? You say, Neil, the idea sounds really good, but I'm not there yet. But what you are doing with that is you're planting the idea in their head. You're putting the idea in their head so that when the time comes, they'll think of you. In fact, one of these Fiverr people, not this one, another one, who was doing writing for us, we gave him $10 to write some content for us. He did, and he said, do you have a full-time job? I said, I don't, I'm sorry. He said, I want to work for someone on monthly level. And I said, sorry, I don't have it. But he kept on pestering me. 3 months later, he was in our team full-time because he had planted the idea in my head that I needed a full-time writer. And he was good. I didn't want to lose. So I said, sure, I'll pay you every month. You work for me exclusively every month. Even if you don't taste success, recurring success in the beginning, work at it. It took me over 3 years to start getting recurring customers. For the first 3 years, all my customers were one time. That's for copywriting, for products that I sell. For anything I did, all my customers were one time. It took me a long time to realize the power of recurring revenue. I only wish someone had told me this, what I'm telling you now. I only wish someone had come to me, shook me and said, Neil, you get more recurring customers. You got to keep pestering people till they start paying you monthly. So that's what I'm telling you. You need to do this for your sake, not for my sake. Nothing changes for me. But for your sake, you need to build a recurring. Can I yes? Tell me if you feel strongly about this. If you feel that yes, you absolutely must charge monthly from clients instead of just charging one time. Because in turn, everything that I've shown you so far is useless. If you just want to continue going at one-time conveyor belt, it's not going to take you very far till the end of the conveyor belt, and then you'll fall. I'm asking you to get off the belt and let clients come to you and charge them what you think you're worth. Not for full-time work, by the way. This is, again, the design agency business cannot work if you are doing this full-time. That's not what I'm asking you to do. I hate that time for money thing. I mean, it was okay when I was starting, but it just doesn't work for me anymore. And if my sister asked me, if my wife asked me that, hey, I want to do some work, I would never recommend to them that they exchange time for money. I would say build assets. Do something that allows you to scale things up fast. That's exactly what I'm telling you as well. So everyone's saying yes. Good. Subscription-based is the future of business. Absolutely. Good. So those were the 3 steps. What do you think so far? Before I go into the bonus step, what do you think about those 3 steps? Yay, nay, 7s, 0s? Let me know. Give me some numbers. All right. Makes 100% sense, says Giselle. James says, great, great, says David and Peter. Good stuff. Perfect. Perfect. Christopher says, I'm going to start a monthly subscription business. Excellent. Someone says 8. You're clearly a rebel. That's good. I like it. So bonus step, upsell every time. Upsell every single time. Now, I know as customers, you might say, Neil, I hate upsells. Neil, why do you have to do upsells? Upsells work. Sure, you might hate them, but 90% of the other customers don't. Right? Use upsells in your business. So if a client comes to you and says, oh, you go to them and say, hey, I'll give you 3 social media images for $5. They say, great. They say, I can also do a graphic for you that matches these 3 images. That'll be another $20. Try it. They might say yes. And you basically have made 5 times the money that you originally could have from that client. If they keep coming back to you, or if you realize, what I tend to do is I go to, like, if I know who I'm working with, I go to their website. Usually a lot of these have, proper business websites, and I see what their business is like. And I just shoot them an email. John, I looked through your website, and I can give you the social media graphics. That's perfectly fine. But I do think that not really monetizing the other social media sets really well. My other clients have it useful to attract fans on the fan page as well as get new Twitter followers. And the first step to that is having kind of graphics. I can give you a deal. Our company, we do $29 a month, and Facebook, Twitter, Pinterest graphics. I can give you 2 of those because you don't need Pinterest. I can give you 2 of those for $99. Would you like that? They will say, yeah, that's very thoughtful. Thank you very much. I would very much like that. And that's what you need to do. You need to close them by showing them inefficiencies in their own business. You need to show them you understand their business better than they do. Design side of things, that is. And it is brain dead easy. It is really simple. I mean, you can go to any website right now. You can try and find that business on Facebook, on Twitter, on Pin. If it doesn't exist, number 1, team up with a social media marketer, bring them to your client. Number 2, say, hey, you need images. I can give you every. It is the easiest way to close them, because what you are doing is you're creating a problem. A problem might not even have realized they had. When you point out to them that all their competition is active on Facebook and they are not, which means they're losing, their ego will come into play. Their checkbook will come into play. They'll be like, no, I need to make money. Get me on social media. And then you do your magic. Then, like I said, if you don't want to do social media, you bring someone else in and make a deal so that you continue to get paid month after month for designs, and the social media person does their own job. So the key takeaway here from the bonus step is upsell every time. Okay, upsell every time you can. And Cody says better relationship with customer. Exactly that. Better relationship with customer. So let's get started. Here's what I want you to do when you're done with this call. I want you to set up your website. Go to Theme Forest. Take the option that I'm going to give you, whichever it is. I want you to set up your website. I want you to start generating leads using Upwork and Fiverr. I want you to go ahead and put your profile on Fiverr. I want you to go ahead and create a Upwork profile and start selling stuff. And again, you don't even have to actively sell it, because if your offer is amazing, they will come to you. But even if it's not, there are tons of different threads on Facebook, which I know I'm part of some of the groups, and they say, hey, if you want to offer this, offer a service. Tell what you can give to people for $50. You make an offer, you get them through the door for $50, and then you sell them for $299 a month, $199 a month, whatever your bandwidth is. I'll let you decide. But don't offer all designs, 29 designs for 30 days for $299. No, that's a terrible offer. Instead, just pick what you think are the most impactful designs, what you can do really well, what you like doing. Maybe you like doing infographics. Then say, okay, I'm going to give you one infographic a week, and that's going to cost you $299 a month. That's pretty good. I would take you up on that, right? So do that, build your business recurring, and make sure that you help us help you deliver stuff, right? That's where Pixelmodo team comes in. So it's all about combining your website along with Fiverr, along with messages and emails, and building a business based on that. That's what I need you to do. I need you to take action after this call. I need you to go away from it and say, Neil, I loved it. Neil, I'm going to do this. And offer. As I said, I'm going to try and offer you more value. This is how I can do that. You can already do everything that I've shown you today. But what if we set up your design agency? What if we give you all the material that you need to make that recurring income every month? And this is the website that I'm talking about that I showed you. What if I give you that, right? Because you already have Pixelmodo commercial license, which is why you're here today. So you already got that. So you, like I said, have the Done For You Image Club. Some of you don't. If you have it, what if I refund you your money but let you keep the club? If you don't have it, what if I give it to you for free? Included in this deal, rather. What if I also give you the premium design agency website I showed you? Plus, I show you how to create your own Fiverr profile. I give you the template that I've seen working with for other designers. What if I also give you the Upwork profile template that you can use? And I know some of you are not designers, that's okay. I don't need designers, I need you to be managers. I need you to manage the process. Because I'm going to give you all the things you need to be able to do this. I'm going to give you cold and warm emails, cold emails that you can use to reach out to new prospects, and warm emails that you can use with current prospects and try to upsell them. What if I give you extra training on building your portfolio? What kind of elements you should have? How should you display them? What to use where, and how to emphasize which kind of things you're really good at? And what if I also give you training on finding clients? Easily. I mean, they're hanging out in all the Facebook groups that you're hanging out in. You just don't know how to find them. They're giving clues every day. I see clues from prospects who are looking for someone to do better designs or cheaper designs, or faster designs. What if you could be that? What if I show you how to package everything and deliver this? Right? Because when it comes to Upwork, for example, I'm an experienced copywriter. I started Upwork, I started in Fiverr, so I know what kind of profiles are needed there. When it comes to deliverables, think about Apple versus Microsoft. Personally, I think Microsoft is better, but people love Apple because they're just so clean. The delivery is awesome. Everything they deliver is in beautiful packaging. It looks amazing, and no one can duplicate that. It oozes luxury. So what if I show you how to make your clients feel good about them paying you money? That's the kind of value I need you to deliver. So what we're doing is we're going to give you all of this, as well as then training on how to outsource this. So you can already give all these 3 videos to your outsourcer if you want to. Plus, I'm also going to create standard operating procedure for you, SOP called, so that you can just give this to a prospect, to your team rather, and they can do all the work for you. What if I give you all of this, which I think, and again, this is based on my valuation, I might be completely off. For some of you, this might be worth $10,000, those who make it, Those who don't make it, this is not worth $1. But what if I give you all of this, which is close to $1,000 in, I think, real world value? Would that be useful for you? Let me know. Give me a 1 in the chat box if it is. If it's not, like I said, I totally understand. I hope I've blown your mind with what I've shown you, but if I can take you further, I want to. Because along with everything that I've shown you, I also want to give you 6-month free access to our exclusive Kyvio Pro offer. We do not offer it for under $149 a month. We absolutely do not offer it ever for under $149 a month. And I'm not just saying that. If I jump on over to kyvio.com and say pricing, the biggest tier offer, which is Kyvio Pro, which is a $1 trial, is available for $149 a month. I'm going to give you that for free for 6 months. You can try it out. If you like it, great, stick with us. You don't have to pay $149 after that. You only pay $49. You get $100 off for life after that if you decide to continue using it. But if you don't, you still get 6-month free access. Plus, and by the way, I know some of you said you use WordPress. This is how we compare to WordPress and everything else. Everything else is on one side, really old way of managing your business. Kyvio is a new way. That's what we're doing with it. And we've got some very, very happy customers. We've got customers who have moved their entire business over to Kyvio. Plus, bonus number 2, I'm going to set up a one-on-one call with you and our customer success manager if you can't set everything that I give you in under 60 minutes. If in under 60 minutes you have trouble creating your Fiverr profile, your Upwork profile, if you can't set up your agency website, I'm going to hold Riste, our customer success manager, personally responsible, and I'll get him on a call with you so we can get you started. So, along with everything that I've shown you, 6-month free access to Kyvio Pro and one-on-one call with us. That to me, again, is easily worth $2,170. That to me is easily something that can take you really, really far in your business. And that's all so you can build a design agency business, which works without you. Because, remember, you see the Done For You Image Club here? When you get requests for images, when a client comes to you and says, this is what I need, and it doesn't exist in the system, you tell us, we'll make it for you. We'll give it to everyone as part of the Done For You Image Club, obviously, right? Because that's what we're doing. But you just tell us, our team, hey, Pixelmodo team, a client told me that they want social media profile that includes tigers and leopards. Along with this, can you create something? Give us 24 hours and we'll get that done. Like I said, it will be available to everyone eventually in the Done For You Image Club, but you get priority. You get the designs that you need to fulfill the services that you need. You get to ask us, you get to tell us what you need, and we deliver that for you. You don't need to do any design work. That's the key thing to take away here. Once you get this, even if you have a design agency, we are the service providers for you. You don't need to do anything. So I think a ready-made design business like this is pretty good value, as I said, at over $2,000. Because if all it did was help you build a new business without any risk on your part, you're not doing any work, designs, you're not spending money. I'm not asking you to do Facebook ads. I'm asking you to follow free traffic strategies, and I want you to make money doing that. Not spend money, make money following my free traffic strategies. Do I have to pay you my kidney? I'll give you my, I would help. I'm just joking. You don't have to give me your kidney. If this did, would it make you more money without doing any work? Would it be worth it? You got to ask that to yourself. I can't answer that for you. That's entirely your discretion. And if it helped you build a recurring business, would it be worth it for you? That's, again, your call. So to me, I think this is a pretty good deal, about $2,000. I think it works really well. And honestly, and I really hand on heart feel this, that even if I was to give it to you for $997, they'd be on this call who jump on this, because it is a complete business setup. I'm giving you all the scripts you need. I'm giving you the website that you need. I'm showing you the method that you need. You just need to, in the beginning, go create something on Fiverr, go create something on Upwork, contact a few people that you can to get things moving. You kind of need to get that traction, and let Pixelmodo team do the designs for you as part of the Done For You template club. I think people would jump at that for $997. But if you want me to do better, I can. If you want me to do better, I can give you everything that I've shown you here for just $497. For just $497, you already have the Pixelmodo commercial license, by the way, right? So congratulations on that. But for $497, you get the Image Club. If you already paid for it, we'll give you your money back, but you still get to keep it. You get the premium design agency website that I showed you, and we're still adding more things to it. So if you want to get more things, we're adding to it. Plus, you get the Fiverr profile template on how to build that. You get the Upwork profile template on how to build that. I'll give you the cold and warm emails that we use or that we have seen other people using to close deals with us. Plus, I give you all the 4 trainings that I talked about. Plus, you get 6 months of Kyvio for absolutely free. And this is the highest license. Even if you were previously an AppSumo customer, even if you were another customer, you get this included as part of the deal. It's an extra thing. You can expand your capabilities. You can make more money using that. Plus, like I said, you get a bonus one-on-one call. That is, you are unable to get things set up fast enough. So all of this is available for you for $497. I honestly don't think I could have done better. If I did, I'd be hurting our own business. And obviously I don't want to do that. Obviously I don't want to take a loss in this deal. But what I do want, the 2 things that I need, not even one, the 2 things that I need. I need you to be a long-term Kyvio customer if you're making money. That's my first goal. Right? The second goal, which is the bigger goal, is I want to see more success stories. I want to see people taking action. I'm so sick of people buying product after product and not maxing results from it. I'm literally hurting because I've seen people buy our products and then mailing us 1 year later saying, Neil, I never logged into this. Can you check if I still have access? That actually hurts me. It doesn't make me feel good. It hurts me when our customers buy things and they don't use. I'm showing you how to get more results from it, not just use it for your own business, but use it to help other people and build a recurring business with that. So my question to you is, who's in? Who thinks, who agrees with me that they can build a design agency, business can move the way I'm instructing you work? Initially, you have to hustle, and I'm not talking about 80-hour work weeks. I'm talking about 10, 20 hours. You will have to work to set things up. But after that, everything flows smoothly because as soon as you get a request, you let us know in the Pixelmodo team, and they take care of it. They give it to you instead of Modo, so you can edit it in future if you want to. So give me a quick yes, a big solid yes if you're in, because I know that this is something that can really help people. I wouldn't have put it together if it couldn't. Pixelmodo is for you. This is for everyone. This design business is something that everyone can benefit from, and you can get paid for it. Someone's asking what happens after 6 months. Keith, after 6 months, if you want to continue using Kyvio, you pay the $49 a month, which is again $100 off if you want to continue using Kyvio. If you don't, you cancel and that's fine. If you don't, you can cancel and that is perfectly okay. I won't hold it against you. But like I said, my goal, my long-term goal is to move you away from WordPress because I think it sucks. I mean, it's good. It is really good, but it also sucks. But first, before we get to that stage, I want to make sure that you can build a design agency business with my help. So give me a 7, give me a yes, if this is something you can do. And yes, this is all done for you. This is, I mean, you really don't have to create any design after this. You let our team know. We'll have special email for you so that it goes to the premium support team. You let our team know that Neil, or rather Sam, because he's the one who's arranging everything here. Sam, a new design request has come up. Can you please try and create this one for us? And within 24 to 48 hours, we'll have that back for you, depending again on how complex the task is, right? So in a way, I showed you those design websites, right? Design agency websites. That's yours, but the work is all outsourced. And for that outsourced work, you're paying $17 a month. Can I get a hallelujah on that? Because you're charging $299 a month and you're paying $17 a month for that. I mean, do some math. Can you make money on this? There's literally no risk for you. If you don't get work, you don't give us work, max you out of pocket at $17 a month, which again, is free for you included here. So there's absolutely no risk for you. If you, by the way, cancel your recurring, if you cancel the $49 per month Kyvio payment, you do lose access to the Pixelmodo Design Club. Because obviously, if you stop paying monthly, we can't continue giving you designs, because that's a big overhead for our team then. Because we're going to hire 2 extra designers just to work with this, because I know we're expecting a ton of new customers to come in and build a design agency. That's my goal. I want 20 people to build design agencies and approach it from different angles. And those are the angles that I'll work with you in the trainings to help set up. And Pixelmodo works. Let me just be very, very clear about that. Pixelmodo works. People like it. People are getting results with it. And if you do some quick math, even if you get one client who pays you $5 and $25 for upsell, that's 5 minutes of work for you, by the way, because we take care of all the fulfillment. That's pretty good money. If you get 12 of those per day, that's a lot of money. And if you only work 20 days a month, it says 20 days a week, that's a lot. 20 days a month, that's $7,200 per month. But that's not where we stop. As I said to you, want to go further. I kept talking about this today, that you want to take those one-time clients to monthly recurring clients. So here's what I can do. Once this call ends, only for those people who have jumped on during this call. And again, I want to keep this exclusive because I respect fast action takers. If you see the value in this, if you are jumping in, then right after this call is done, say in another 35 minutes or so, I'm going to email you a Zoom. Okay, I'm going to email you a Zoom where you will get on a face-to-face call. If you, whoever buys during this webinar, we'll all get on a face-to-face call if you want this, and we'll talk about how to do it quickly. I'll answer some of your questions because I know you do have questions. I'm sure I missed some, but what I will do is I'll make sure that quickly see the potential in this. That you can quickly see how you can take convincingly a client from a one-time purchase to a monthly purchase. Remember, it's the same thing with Kyvio. You bring clients from Fiverr, from Upwork, and we bring them into Kyvio, turn them into monthly customers. If you're one of the people who get this on this workshop, who get the design agency blueprint, I'm going to get you on with me on Zoom right after this webinar. That's how excited I am about this. Because I know if you follow the steps that I show you, you can do this. Which is why instead of wasting time, I want to jump on a call right away and get this thing moving. So who's with me? Give me a yes. Give me a big yes. Give me I'm in if you're with me. Give me I'm in if you want to get on a call with me in the next half an hour and discuss how to do this. And if you change your mind, then that's perfectly fine. You can have your money back. Yes, there's with a 30-day money back guarantee, but I don't want you to get in because of that. I want you to use that guarantee. If you try it for 30 days, if you really, really try it, and if it does work, if you're getting in just because you want to get on a call with me, it's cheaper to do that. You don't need to spend $497 for that. But if you want to do this right, and if you want to jump on a call with me, I want you to type in yes. I want you to type in I'm in the chat box right now so that I can give you that opportunity that not everyone will be able to get. This will give you an advantage in the market. Think about this for a second. Again, I don't know about you, right? But when I got started, when people would ask me, Neil, what do you do? It was very difficult to explain it to them. I write for other people. Sure, I work on Fiverr, I work on Upwork. That's how I would answer it. And that's not what you want to do. When someone asks you to explain your business, You don't want to be like, well, it's a little bit difficult to explain, but this is what I do. No. When they ask you what you do, you should pull out your card or your website, whatever it is you're comfortable with, and say, hey, we create designs, social media designs for businesses. This is our website. That should be your calling card. Your calling card should not be, yeah, I'm in between things at the moment. No. When you have your next Thanksgiving dinner, when you are hanging out with friends and family and you talk about, hey, what are you doing? What are you doing these days? Don't give them a flimsy answer that, I bought this product and I think the opportunity is really good. Or, yeah, I'm working with Amway. No, none of that crap. This is real business, folks. This is the kind of business that people want to build, but are not able to because it is difficult to. If you're watching this call and if you're thinking, Neil, yep, this is really good. You know what? Thanks for the info and I can do this myself. Well, good on you. But what else have you learned in past that you haven't executed? What else have you learned in past which seemed like a great opportunity, but you just couldn't get around to it? And do you have any regrets because of it? Because if you do, I just don't want you to have a regret today. I just don't want you to look back at this in 6 months, a year and say, okay, the people who got this on the call, they seem to be doing well. Maybe I'll find my next opportunity another time. And maybe I'll get it. No, you've got 30 days to try this. All you lose, and I'm only asking for 30 days. I'm not asking for the rest of your lives. I'm not asking for a kidney. All you lose is 30 days. If that doesn't work, if you're not able to make your money back in that time, if you're not able to build recurring income in that time, I want you to quit. That's okay. That's on me. That's a risk I want to take. The only risk I'm asking you to take is trust me and work on this. Okay, I'm just going to go through that list. And as I always do, I want to respond to people who are in because I appreciate that. Because I'm going to go through that list after this call and I'm going to respond to I'm going to email each one of you and I'm going to send you a Zoom link. I'll be here for as many questions as you have. For people who get on the webinar, who buy on the webinar, I'll be here answering all those questions and showing you the design agency upsell formula. And you'll see my crazy design, my drawing skills as well, which by the way suck. They're terrible. But you will be able to see that because I do a 1 to few call with you. It'll be video. That's fine. If it's okay with you. If you don't want to be on video, that's okay as well. But I will answer every question that you have. Okay, so again, I'm just gonna go through the list and see what everyone's saying. So Melody says, I'm in. Melody, that's awesome. Christopher says, sorry about, no, not Christopher. Emily says, sorry about the kidney. Emily, that's perfectly fine. I don't need your kidney. But if I do, I will ask. Thank you. David says, I'm in. Peter Norton says, I'm in as well. Peter, that is fantastic. Let me just see if there are more questions. And I think Dan, Nicholas, and Damien are helping out with the questions as well. So if I miss something, I do apologize. I will circle back to it. But I want to go through this as well. By the way, someone's asking, are there any upsells? Oh, God, no. If I offer you an upsell after asking you for $497, no, we don't do upsells beyond a certain point. There is no need for an upsell here. There's only need for action. If you can take action, get in. If you want upsells, go buy a $27 product on JVZoo. All right, cool. Let me see if we have any questions. Greg says, okay, let's do it. Greg, I love the enthusiasm. Greg, are you able to jump on a call with me soon? Let me know. I just want to make sure that I get enough people there. If I'm only with one person, I will talk. I will tell them everything. But I want to make sure that because I already see 8 names, I think, or 9, I'm losing count. But would be nice to have you on the call. Good. Greg says yes. Daisy says, are you able to do payments? Daisy, I'm so sorry, but even if I wanted to, unfortunately, Zaxa doesn't allow me to do payments at such plans. So no, I can't. In this case, I really can't. I mean, genuinely, as much as possible, I want to give my customers an option, but in this case, it is just technical impossibility. That's all. Okay. Christopher says, ha ha ha, I have heard that before on various products, videos, VidiZoo, etc. that says minimal work. Christopher, that's fine. It's okay. I mean, honestly, you've been with me now for what, how long? 1 hour, 40 minutes? if you don't see the passion in my voice, if you don't see the benefit in the process, if you don't see the efficiency that I've created, that's perfectly fine. I mean, this is not for you. Like I said, we've had over 200 customers on this call. I don't expect 200 customers to join this. I just don't. That is not reasonable. I want people who believe in what I'm saying. If you don't, perfectly okay. I want people who are able to visualize their life changing by doing this. I want people who will wake up tomorrow morning and they'll be like, nope, no more JVZoo products. I'm going to make this work for the next 30 days. That's what I want. That's all I want. Honestly, if you are buying, by the way, if you already bought and you're like, cool, I'm looking forward to the next shiny object that's coming out for $27 or an absolute $4, please don't buy. I mean, just ask me for a refund. I'll give you your money back. I'm looking for serious people only because I want you to get results. Because if you don't, I can't take this to anyone else. So you have to get results. You absolutely have to get results. Because this is how I got started. I got started building something, writing something, and then eventually I built a business. I just want to fast track you on that. I just want you to move forward faster. That's all I want. But if your goal is that, okay, let's try this out, and tomorrow I'll buy another product that maybe I will never use, please don't. I want 100% success rate with this. I don't want people getting in and then getting out because they need the money to buy another product. If that's what you're doing, tell Nicholas and he can refund you right now. But here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to just pause my screen and I'm going to go ahead and set up a new Zoom session. Let me go ahead and do that. Okay, I'm just going to copy this code. And Nicholas, I'm going to drop this for you. If you can please link this to everyone who has said that they're buying. Everyone who said they have bought. If you have bought, by the way, please drop in your transaction number. And I'm just going to let our team know that they can give you the Zoom invite link as soon as you confirm your transaction number. Okay, just put in your transaction number. It'll be faster, so I don't have to go and send you an email. But put in your transaction number, then our team will drop you the Zoom link, and we'll meet in about, I think, 25-30 minutes or so, if that's okay. 30 minutes is fair. Okay, so just drop your transaction number, and then you can take it. Keith says $497 all today. Keith, indeed $497 all today because we have created this website that we will transfer into your account. We will set you up with a Kyvio account. We will set you up with all the scripts in a couple of days because I'm still finalizing them. I'm still kind of, putting it together really. And the training that I've talked about will be done live, by the way, next week. So next week I get back to Finland. I have a lot of time. You on a webinar with me, a few people, like I said, who are taking action. Or today, I'll get you all on a webinar with me, and I'll walk you through all the trainings that I've taught at the 4 training. Okay? Cool. I think, Greg, you should have that. Sam, you should have that as well. It's Alfred from Ken. Alfred, does that mean you're in? Okay. Greg, yeah, that's the thing that we got out as well. For those of you who have already purchased the club membership and you're purchasing this, we refund you. We just got to do it quickly so you don't lose this permanently, right? So we want to refund you, but at the same time, we want to be active. So we'll talk to Sam tomorrow when he wakes up, and we'll make sure that that all goes smoothly. Okay? Gary says, I'm in. Gary, that is fantastic. I appreciate that. I hope that you're ready to rock this because, all right. Hector says as well, Hector, awesome. Okay, Edith says, I can't get the link to work to buy. Edith, so let me show you how to do that. I just go to this. No, I'll go out. I think the screen is still paused, but I'll just unpause it. And let me go to this. So here's what I want you to do, Edith. Go to link.social.com/pro. If you type that into the chat box, into your browser, just go there, and it tells you exactly what you're getting. So Kyvio Pro, very exclusive deal, which is the design blueprint. that we talked about. Okay, it's 497 for 6 months and 49 per month after that. If you want to, if you don't, perfectly. Also includes your membership fee, by the way. Right, so we'll just continue giving you designs as you want them. This is simple, by the way. Let me just do this. I think it's the right link. We'll check it. So the process is really straightforward. When you set up this website, when you go to Fiverr, you set up files, a client's going to come and a client's going to say, okay, take my money, and I'll try and draw money because it'll be cool. The client will say, okay, take my money and create me some designs. You'll say, fine, thank you very much, 24 to 48 hours, and we'll get back to you. If they're simple designs, by the way, if all you have to do is, if you go for the low-hanging fruit, if all you do is edit the templates, you can do that in like 5 minutes or less. I showed you, right? But if this is something complex, if they want something done specifically for them, you say, okay, Pixelmodo team, be my saviors. We need these designs. And Pixelmodo team will say, okay, give us about 24 hours and our design will work on that only on the weekdays, by the way. Weekends, I just don't want to guarantee full-time work on the weekends, right? But you'll basically send an email to us through a special email because it'll be premium support for obvious reasons. And then we'll send you the designs back and you then send the designs back to the client and everyone's happy. Right? That's the simplest process. That's all you do to be able to do this. Okay. Where is the transaction code, Peter? It should be in your email. If you can just drop anything. I mean, even your PayPal receipt number would be fine, just so we know, because I think Nicholas and Damien can check that in real time. Okay. Bought in but can't Zoom. That is fine. I mean, Zoom is really only if you want to see my face. I don't have enough hair. I've been Venice walking around all day, so I'm probably a bit darker than I usually. But if you want to see my face, if you want to ask me questions, there. That's my commitment. Okay. Edith, I'm just going to let Nicholas drop the link for you. Christine, if we don't get this today, when will be available next, please? So Christine, I will keep it open for a few days, to be honest with you, but of course, I'm not going to offer this particular bonus after today. There'll be no recording for this either. I just can't do it. I don't want to face on the internet forever. I'm joking. There will be no recording for the bonus number 3 that we're doing, but we'll be recording for all the other training that we're doing. And like I said, do it next week, most likely on Wednesday. Okay. Alfred, perfectly fine. That is okay. Let me see if I missed some questions. If not, I'll continue moving forward. It's more or less okay. So let me just go forward. I said this bonus is an immediate design agency upsell for. That's what you're getting today. Has raised, I think, the value quite a bit. And let's do some quick math, by the way. And this is at the peak of it that we're looking at. This is 6 months down the line. This is not one down the line. I'm not a promise that you're going to be making $12,000 a month next month. If that's what you're thinking and getting in top, work for this. I'm going to show you exactly what you need to do, but you have to make this happen with me. So if you get one client per day, just one client at $299 a month, like I said, you take weekends off like anyone does, so you get 20 clients a month. All you're doing is putting in 40-hour work, just managing the entire process. And even when you get bored, the manager in. That easily at $299 a month can bring you $12,000 per month recurring. On top of the $7,200 I showed you here. I think that's good. About 20K or so a month is a pretty good place to be. I want you to get to that level. I want you to get to that level where if I sell you something again in 6 months, you're like, either Neil, I'll buy it because it'll help from 20 to 40, or you'll say, Neil, no, stuff it. I'm too busy working on my business. I want one of those two responses from you. Either yes, I've got a lot of money to spend, I'll buy whatever you put out, or no, Neil, I'm too busy, I'm busy making money, stop selling me stuff. That's what I want. One of those two, and I'll be happy with both outcomes. All right? Cool. By the way, Kyvio Pro, I'm just getting some questions what Kyvio Pro contains. I haven't gone into that at all today because to me, this is more of a bonus for you rather than the core offer. But essentially, think about more or less everything you do in WordPress, you can do here as well. As I said, that's my long-term goal. It's to move people over from WordPress over to Kyvio, just because I have been in that line of work where I've dealt with hundreds of different tools, 10 different plugins, one of them messes things up and I have to delete everything, try again. I've just been way too long in maintenance when I've been working with WordPress. I don't want you to struggle with that, which is where Kyvio comes in. But here's what I'm also going to do. And let me stand up for this because I think it's important. A lot of the people I find have this mindset that they are always thinking about one-time payments. They're always thinking about getting paid one time. And like I said, I've been there. I have struggled with this too. So what I did a few months ago, mainly one of our students told me, he said, Neil, yeah, I want to do training, but I just want to charge like $67. That's it. And I said, no, you should not charge just $67. Charge less, but charge monthly. Here's what happens. If you charge a lifetime price and it's something that you have to continue to deliver, it puts a lot of pressure on you. It puts you in a really bad place because if you can't deliver, you feel bad about it, right? I mean, you felt that too, I'm sure. I felt that too in past as well. I've done copy work where I promised someone that I'm going to do revisions for the next 6 months. And I felt bad because that guy kept coming back and I just didn't want to do it. My plans had changed. I started doing products. So what I've been focusing on is helping move our customers to monthly recurring revenue as I keep on talking about it. And I created the 21-day recurring machine just for that. It's more training focused. It's more about creating your information products. But if that interests you, or even if you just want to watch it for the mindset, then watch that training so I can show you how you and why you should build a recurring business, why that is so much better than a one-time business, why that gives you more money to play with, why that gives you more stability. I mean, if you can't work, you still keep getting paid. I think that's a pretty good deal, right? You can't do that with one time, but with recurring you can. So consider this more of a mindset training if you don't want to build information products. You get access to that as well, included in this package today. The 21-day recurring machine is yours as well. So all of this for $497. All this is yours. To me, I really do think it's worth a lot of money. But it can course $1,497. Like I said, if you eventually decide to cancel, perfectly okay. I will not hold that against you. That is your choice, and I appreciate that. I did have a lot of those let me try and overcome your objection kind of slides that usually webinar marketers tell you to include, but I'm not going to do any of that. Here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to think, oh, well, okay, this is something I'm going to do. Okay. This one. So like I said, we're coming up to that time in about 20 minutes or so. I'll get people on a Zoom call with me. I'll be there waiting for you. And we'll get on, we'll talk about how you upsell people into recurring. How you use the base package as a launch pad to people into monthly. Not yearly even, just monthly. Yearly is too much stress, especially for service-based business. Right, so the design agency upsell formula that is only available to people getting this right now. There's not going to be any recording. I just want is, talking to customers, and if they say something that they don't want to be included in a thing, I just don't want that. You can take notes. By the way, if you are coming to that Zoom session, you get notes, perfectly fine, but I won't be able to record that. Especially because the whole GDPR thing is coming up and we want to be careful about customer details we reveal, even by accident. So let me know in the box if you have any questions. If you want to come to this bonus sessions, if you have questions still, this is a good time to ask. Once we end this, the bonus session that I'm going to do is gone. That is realistically just gone. I can't bring that back. I will not cover that again. So let me know if you have questions, if you have anything you want to know. Keith asked a very good question. How quick can I earn back the $500? Keith, it's one of those things that I avoid making estimates or promises. But let me explain. Okay, let me explain what the next 7 days will be like for you. Is that okay? Can we start with that? If so, okay. This is how your next 7 days will be with us. When you buy, immediately you will access to Kyvio. Immediately when you buy, you go check your email. It'll say, hey, congratulations, Keith, you got Kyvio. You know, you're awesome, you're a superstar. Here's your login details. So you get Kyvio. Tomorrow, my team's going to send over. We're going to work on the website a little bit more because I think I can make it a little bit better. So we're going to work on the website a little bit more, and by the end of business tomorrow, we'll send you the website automatically in your account. It'll be there. You know, you go in and set it up first. Like, you do need to log in and activate your account. You need to create a site. Just simple, like 2-minute job. But we'll do that tomorrow and you access the website. Then the day after Wednesday, I'm flying out to Estonia for another conference. Before I do, I'll make sure that my team has access to the scripts that I talked about, the Upwork template that I talked about, should be available to you along with a video from on how to set it up. So by the time I'm done with it, which is the end of Friday, I really hope that you have set up your Fiverr Pro. It doesn't even have to be in your, I guess if you want to set it up in someone else's name, that's fine. You have set up Upwork profile and you've started buying for things that are going through. That's important as well. I'll cover this in the video that I sent you with the script. By Saturday and Sunday, you'll be taking, which means that you'll be, if someone says to you, yes, I need something, right? And again, don't promise them something Pixelmodo cannot deliver. Don't promise them a sales page because Pixelmodo does not do sales pages. All we can do for you is one of the 29 different graphics. So Sunday, hopefully you'll take a couple of days off, you know, just enjoy, just spend time with the family. Monday, I get back to Finland and you get action. On Monday, you start hustling again. In the beginning, like I said, you will have to hustle. Tell everyone about it. Tell your friends, tell your family, tell your colleagues, your future colleagues, whatever. Tell everyone, like, hey, you know, I've just started this new design business, design agency business, and I can help you media graphics, we build infographics, I can help you build flyers, whatever it is you want to do. That's choice. We want to enable you to do all that. Build your brand. You're going to spend the early couple of days of next week building your branding, Monday, Tuesday. Wednesday, most likely Wednesday, is when we're going to have our webinar workshop. I'll walk through all the things that I talked about today. I will answer all your questions. I'll make sure that each and every one of you, not just Keith, but each and every one of you is taking action. Now, when do you get inclined? It is possible. You do tell you to do in the Upwork Fiverr video, you will have by the week. It is possible. Even if you want to take the weekend off, even if you want to take it easy, you might have setting you up next week. You might have friends or family that, oh, you know, I want this for my restaurant. Oh yeah, you know, I've just published a new blog post. I need a graphic. I will do Facebook group where they are legitimate posts. Say if you have a business, if you have a service, comment below what you can sell. I'll tell you how to approach that. I'll tell you how to reach those people. I'll teach you things that you can use to hustle. Now, you do have to hustle in the beginning. But to come back to the final question, how quickly can you make $500? You need 2 clients to do that in a month. In the next 30 days, the goal is to help you get at least 2 recurring clients, at least. Ideally 5 or 10, but at least 2 recurring clients. Again, speed may vary, output may vary, your performance may vary. That's what work you get up and running with. Does that answer your question? Let me know. Do we create a business name? Daisy, not really. I mean, you could do Daisy Designs, which by the way is a cool name. Daisy Design is good enough. You don't need to, I mean, hoping now you already have your business set up, whatever country you are, maybe it's a proprietor, whatever it is, all you need is a name, but you don't even need, because everything is on Kyvio, you can promote daisydesigns.kyvio.com, good enough. You don't need name. Okay? Tell me if that helps. Tell me if that answers your question. So you take us by the hand and take us from zero, no knowledge of this whatsoever. Exactly, Daisy. I don't expect you to having worked with clients before. I don't. I don't expect you to have any knowledge about creating designs. I don't. I want to be clear here. But I do expect you to have hustle. I do expect you to feel positive about this. If you don't, please don't get in. If you're ready to hustle, if you're ready to make it, if you're just ready to work with a month, that's all I ask. If you're ready to work with me for a month, yes, I want you involved. Is that okay, Daisy? Let me know. Just let me know in the chat box. And Nick Moon says she didn't get an email, but just in case, if you can come from the Zymatches, just the link if it came through to us. I'm losing my voice slowly. I have to do a Zoom, but let me chat box jump, and if I can call you if I haven't picked your name, just give me a message in the chat. I know. That way I can kind of get an estimate how many people to put on this. All right. Can we have non-KV domains such as? Absolutely, Greg. It's a feature in Kyvio. So you want to have your own domain possible as well. It's covered in Kyvio. Okay. Daisy saying I'm positive but business, just want to make sure I have the ability to do. Absolutely, Daisy. If you have doubts that do it, watch the replay. If you still have doubts, you can do this. Let me know via support desk. Maybe Rista or myself can talk to you one-on-one if you're serious about it. Right? Just don't stand me up, but if you're serious about it, we can talk one-on-one. I'm okay with that, really. But I only want you to do this if you feel like you want to. Don't do this because I'm telling you to. Do this because this is the right thing. Do this because this could potentially be that launch pad that you're looking for. Do it for those reasons. Okay? Edith says I'm in. Edith, that's excellent. All right. Okay, let me see other questions. Christopher says I'm in as well. That's fantastic, Christopher. Yeah, Keith says I still need some time. Absolutely. Please understand that the only reason I'm asking you to rush this is so I get you on an immediate call after. But that's also the feedback from you. That's to know your pain points. What are you still worried about? I just want to understand that. I just want to be able to know the fast action takers by name, right? So you get my attention. But if you decide tomorrow that it's right for you, it's okay. If you decide today it's for you, but you want your money back in 20, 25 days, it is perfectly fine. Listen, if I can't help you to make money, if I can't help you to get result with this really stupid simple thing, I don't deserve your money. And also here, and again, just being pragmatic here, what you spend is of course Sam and Dan, get paid as well. One gets paid. What you spend, I personally will not make a lot of money. But my goal is you get there where you can, and then I use your success to carry out our design agency blueprint to the next level. So yes, I have ulterior motives why I'm putting in so much time, because I want to see a successful group coming out of this. I want action takers. 90% plus people in this group to yes, I will make my money back within a month, and I was able to build up a $5,000 per month recurring business within 6 months. That's my goal. And honestly, and I just want to put this out, by the way, there might be some of you who are exceptional to this. If you are, I can also advertise to our other customers, our non-Pixelmodo customers. As like if your service, if your offer is really dialed and you really what you do, and if you're not a person, if you're kind, that's kind of people I like. I can tell my other customers, like, hey, If you're doing social media, here's who you should use for this. I can do this for people, not maybe the top 5 people in the group, but please understand I have limited number of customers. They'll get annoyed if I mail them too much about monthly services. But if you are good, I want to help you. I want to help you get there, get to that level. Okay? Daisy, in which case, Nicholas, if you just connect with Daisy and maybe we can try and do, I might not be available, but I'm still browse, but maybe someone can do a call just to answer some questions. So Nicholas, maybe you can just share our support link with Daisy and she can connect us there. Can I immediately share this talk with a partner? Absolutely, please do. It is perfectly fine. I mean, we'll really recording tomorrow, just know that, but yes, you can share with a partner. If you have to talk to someone, please do. I still have to take permission from my wife. It's okay. It's always make a decision. I just want you to make a right decision when it is your time. Okay? Okay. Alf, I don't think we are open till the end of the week. I'll have to talk to Dan because I know that I'll be asking him to do a lot of things as well. So if Dan's not available at the end of the week, we might not be able to open that. Because like I said, I'm traveling in conferences this summer. I'll tell you the story. We're expecting a baby in October, our first kid. And I like to travel a lot. I mean, I'm a digital nomad, right? So I tell my wife that I'll do all my traveling this summer, so I won't travel the next 6 to 8 months when the baby is still young. So I'm doing all my traveling now, which does mean, unfortunately, I have put Dan under pressure. So if Dan isn't available this weekend, this Friday, we might be able to keep it open that long, just to be clear. Or we might, but the price might be higher, which is a reasonable compromise, right? Instead of $497, it might be $97 or $997. But I think that's a decent compromise. I'd most likely be $97 if there's a price. Okay? Okay. Alfred, I would be interested in emailing about questions. For of course, if you mail support@kyvio.com, and I'm going to reply to it myself tomorrow. So my schedule now that for whoever's jumping in, I'm going to get on a call with them ASAP. I think it's coming up now. Yeah, okay, 7 minutes. So I got to go soon. I'll call with everyone there. And then I'll go get them pizza because I'm and that's what you do. And then tomorrow I'll pick up any support questions up because of this. Just say design agency this, and I'll go in tomorrow after and pick. Okay. All right. To kind of follow through, we are to help you. Stephen and I run a very tight ship with Kyvio in this case. We've got really good designers on board that you need help with. I know Sam's running a really tight ship as well, and he's happy to have some designs to create because right now he's just working with imagination, which is okay, but it can be quite painful sometimes because coming with new ideas as to what people want is tough. But if you tell him what you want, I know he'll be happy for that. We have a really active Facebook group for Kyvians as well. Do note that not everyone there knows about the design agency business. So if you go and talk about that, they would have no clue what you're talking about. In such a case, just contact support desk. But if you have questions about Kyvio, you can use that group. Okay, we're pretty active, and I think people are quite happy there, and we like to keep it like that. That's been our goal. So yeah, let me just jump on over to the last. So this is it. I'll leave in another 2 minutes. If you have any questions, do let me know. But as I said, you get the Pixelmodo commercial license. You get the Done For You Image Club. Access to that. If you already paid for it, like I said, we'll refund you. So just so we're on the same page. And 6 months later, like I said, you can buy back in again if you want, but I hope you use Kyvio still after that. Then you get the Premium Design Agency website as well, which I still want to tweak a little bit more. Like it's good, but thing is, once I release it to you, if I change it anymore, I can't really, I can send it to you again, but you have to do it again, right? Do note this, when you get Kyvio today, please access, please log in, create a site name. So we send it over to you. And you're getting the most extensive version of video. So that's tomorrow. We're going to finalize the profile, a lot of video as well, walk you through it, and you can use it. And some cold emails and most important emails as well. Things happen next week on Wednesday. Okay, and 4 bonuses, not just 2, but 4 bonuses. Third one only available tonight after we're done. But 3 that I talked about, they'll be available for you till we close this offer. I honestly don't know what that is because I've been traveling today. Dan asked me, but we couldn't discuss it. Okay, but again, I'm here for 2 more minutes. Let me know if you have questions, and then we'll go get some water and get ready for the next call. All right. Zoom in my place is not working. I need to use Hotspot Shield. Is that active? That should be fine, I think. That should be okay. Okay. Let's see. A link, Keith, no, the link for replay will have to be released tomorrow. It is not available at the moment. So after this call, we'll work on getting it up. Okay. Christine, thank you so much. I want to personally thank you for what you said. I really appreciate that. Okay. Edith, I will mean the call about Zoom. I think, Nicholas, if you can please drop a Zoom link for Edith, that would be great. Okay. Is Pixelmodo for life? It is. Pixelmodo for life sounds like a design, but yes, it is for life. So if you already have commercial license to this, that is a lifetime license. Again, talking about switching to yearly soon, but yes, if you already have, it is. Okay, perfect. Emily shared that. Edith says yes, thank you. Edith, I think you have the link. Great. Okay, everyone, it's been a lot of fun. Just a second, I'll answer Hector. Okay. Sorry, Keith, I don't follow your question. Yeah, if you want to buy it in a couple of hours, that's okay. That's still the link that we gave you, and I think Nicholas can drop the link for everyone one more time. Just use that link in a couple of hours. Like I said, we'll at least keep it for another day or 2, 3 days till the review ends. But yes, I mean, you've got a clear option here if you use it, if you feel ready. I'm looking for 100% action there. That's what I'm going after. Simply get it. If you want action, if you do it, it's okay. This might not be right for you. But I do hope for your sake something else is. I do hope for your sake that you find what you're looking for, if this is not a fit. Okay. Thank you so much. I really appreciate. I think we've had an amazing crowd. I think I enjoyed it. I apologize for any audio issues we had. I think you're a lovely bunch of people, and I hope to talk with you again. All right, take care then.